For Citrix app and desktop, we are using it since plus minus 10 years, and we start with a full Citrix picture with all components of Citrix, and today we use just a little part. The scenario changed during the years. Today we are using the version 7.15 LTSR version, evident, and we plan to upgrade to latest LTSR version for next year. Today in the organization we are two parts, Belgium and Luxembourg. In Belgium we are currently 120 currently sessions, and in Luxembourg around 400 sessions concurrent. Our infrastructure is today 100% on-premise. For Luxembourg we have a farm, and for Luxembourg another farm. Alors, at the beginning the Citrix was designed for cover the business continuity plan, and we use a lot of Citrix desktop for around 600 people. The desktop was built for at office work with team client, for home working with personal computer, and for business continuity white room with dedicated computers. Today we change totally the design, and we use laptop, enterprise laptop for everybody. Then the desktop is gone, and we only publish application for end users. The profile between the Citrix publisher application and the local profile on the laptop is managed by Eventi Environment Management. It's permit to use the same profile, the same settings for the user in the Citrix and in the laptop. It's a mix of the both environments. Today we use only the Citrix Publish application, this Xen app, Xen desktop, that's it. But in the past we use also the Citrix Gateway to bring the Citrix environment for home working with personal computer. This part is totally avoided. For us, the most value is with Citrix we can provide a kinds of application with different settings, with different behavior, with different operating systems. The same way for the user. Then we are totally transparent for the user to use a lot of totally different applications. It's the most important part of Citrix today. Remotely, the user uses his personal computer with a full VPN to the bank, and there are now always with Wi-Fi and with a very low bandwidth in some case. And with Citrix application we provide very beautiful application. We are running with a lot of resources in the data center, and the user don't see it. It's totally transparent for it. Today, no, because we use enterprise laptops. But in the past, yes. In the past, user can use his personal computer, and we cover a lot of model brands, and it was totally transparent for us because yes, we ask only please install a Citrix receiver, and the rest is transparent for the system engineer. Yes, but the zero trust strategy in the bank is gone via the VPN. and all laptop connected out of the bank is done via the VPN. We don't use today the full Citrix landscape to do this. Yes, for all applications here in the bank, we set an Active Directory group to set up the access rights. And all users can have a lot of applications, but the rights are given one by one for each application. Then it's very centralized at Active Directory level. Today, yes, I said we are in full on-premise, but we use more and more cloud application, and why not in the future use also an hybrid cloud Citrix environment, and yes, the infrastructure in the cloud and the workers to run application on-prem to segregate correctly the access rights. Yes, I think during this period the beautiful scenario was a user who built very small films for internal communication on his laptop via the VPN and used the NAS file system. It's not the best solution, and via his home working usage it takes around 45 minutes. With this case, we install all tools on Citrix, and the user can build his film in maximum 2 minutes. It was incredible improvement for the user. I think it's today the best case of Citrix usage for end-user experience, to use full capabilities of server in the data center. For the security reason, yes, we are on-prem and all data still in the data center. And this point is very positive for our CISO and the regulatory authority. In the past, yes, the business continuity plan was 100% based on Citrix and thin clients. Today, a little minder because everybody has a laptop, but the main application is still available on Citrix to left the more flexible possibilities to manage business continuity plans and also performance everywhere for the end user. No. All users today have yes, on device, and that's it. We don't have extra security position and so on. Only for Luxembourg, yes, we could say that we add a yes or no. For example, user can use business application in the building, then use Citrix in the building, and out the building, out of Luxembourg, the user cannot use a business application, then we cut the usage of Citrix. That's it. It's a true false access and no more. No, today not really, because it's enterprise computers, and yes, the segregation with the location is not done via Citrix, but with the firewall in front of the infrastructure for the VPN connection, and the firewall accept or not the connection depending the location. We don't use specific feature of Citrix for this. Yes, we have a lot of improvement of application, and yes, it's incredible how we use it. So much application in totally different usage and different area of security, that yes, we have worker, we have log for some application other authorized, and the operating system is so different and all is available in Citrix, then yes, it's incredible all what can we do with Citrix to manage all, and totally transparent for end user. I already said it. For end user desktop environment, to improve yes, facility of usage for end user, the end user don't see that it's a Citrix application. The end user only must see an application, not a Citrix application. And it's why behind the application, all connectivity and so on must be as smooth as possible. We use a totally new server, we use a pre-launch session, we use a session for the user the same all during the day, and at the end the user lose a little time for the first application in the morning, and after is the same time, same startup time for the user if the user start an application locally or the same application via Citrix. It's incredible. Yeah, the new feature is, I don't know if really a new feature or new functionality, because you know that AppV is plus minus end of life by Microsoft, and here in the bank we use all applications, or the major part of application are AppV. And if AppV is end of life, we need a new technology to replace it. And today I don't see in Citrix Studio a new technology embedded directly in the studio. It's plus minus what I wait from Citrix to have, yes, a new trend for a new technology to replace AppV. But no, it's a long time that we are using Citrix, and to build the first implementation of Citrix, yes, it's a little complex, we have a lot of components and so on, but when you manage correctly all of them, it's easy. It's easy, for example, you use a provisioning service, and yes, the first time is a little complicated to build the first images and the first vdisk, but today with versions, it's easy game, very easy game. And now, yes, we built a new image in 4 hours. It's incredible. The first time was 4 days. Then with the time, we improve the function and the management of Citrix. Our implementation here in the bank is in 3 steps. The first step we implement in a test environment, like beta environment with beta tester for system engineer to improve the solution, improve the application, check how it's working. After, we go in acceptance environment. Acceptance environment is a new environment, the same on test, and we set exactly the same setting on production. In this environment, we ask key user to validate all application, all behaviors, and at the end, if all is okay, we copy-paste this environment in production. And for end user and for key user, it's totally the same environment, the same behavior. Then we validate all the chain from acceptance to production directly on the same Citrix environment. To be clear, The acceptance and production are, in fact, only one big environment where acceptance and production worker cohabit in separate zones, and where all users can go in acceptance of production. By default, evident, all users are in production. But some key users, when we validate a new release, a new function, a new application, go to acceptance just with an Active Directory group and validate the solution. It's really great for us. At the beginning of the build of Citrix, we use a partner, an integrator, to help us to design the Citrix and to implement the first part of Citrix. And after some months, yes, we take the hand of this implementation and we do all. It's yes, we package application, we upgrade Citrix farm, we maintain Citrix farm. Then we use, yes, with a partner for the first build, because we don't have the knowledge at this moment how to build the newest version of Citrix. But today we are standalone. We use two different partners. At the beginning we use Delfosse to build a first version, and after we use SecureLink or Xrido. But today I think that SecureLink destroy of remove is Citrix part of the company, and it left only Delfosse today to help us for a new build. Yes, to deploy the first build with our partner, we was 8 system engineers to build and construct, test the first version. Today, for Belgium and Luxembourg, we are only 3 system engineers to maintain and yes, publish new application for the both countries. The stability of the solution is correct, I think. It's not evident today for me to say it's perfect or it's bad, because we are just changing a lot of part of our infrastructure. In fact, yes, we outsource our data center just now. Then it's not evident to find where is the lack of stability. Is linked with the new data center because it's new, or is due to Citrix issue or new component in the new data center. It's not clear for me for this moment. But in the past, yes, Citrix was very, very stable. And we have one moment 70 or more, yes, more than 70 workers for all users, and only one reboot per week. I heard that some company reboot every day, every night, but for me it's not mandatory. The solution is very stable with one condition: your application are packaged correctly at the beginning. The scalability of Citrix is for us incredible because we use the PVS solution, the provisioning server solution. With technology, we can add worker in a part of ours, and it's the same vDisk, the same image of the C drive, who is streamed to all servers. Then, if I need an extra server in a power, it's added, and the user can use it directly. It's incredible with this technology. I don't need to install, reinstall, repackage, and so on. No, it's only, yes, the provisioning server who do the job. Across the organization today for Belgium and Luxembourg, we have around concurrent at the same time 400 users and concurrent, but globally, because everybody are not connected non-stop, we have 600-700 users with a Citrix access in the company. Oh, in the organization today, people are using Citrix. Is major part is private banker, is operational guys from back office, sales. Just for the market tools, we don't use Citrix for this moment. In the past, well, for the business continuity plan, but today all dealing room and so on are locally installed with very high performance computer. It's not clear for this moment if we really increase the usage of Citrix or not. The reflection is in progress to build a new workplace with new capabilities and more, I will say, transparent for the end user, because the goal is a user don't know if he works at the office, at home, or in other country. The goal that we search is to have a same environment, exactly the same for all location. And yes, Citrix have a part of this design, but it's not clear today which part. I think it will be a full picture to use all applications on Citrix, but I think the major application will remain on Citrix just to have the best performance that the user needs. Yes, the technical support of Citrix, we have, yes, not so much the support, yes, because the solution is very stable. But for the example, another part that we use is the Citrix share file, and for this part, all calls are solved in par hours. Then, yes, the support is very good for our usage today, and we don't have big issue. Then I can measure exactly what happens if we have a total broken event in the company, but it don't happen. Then it's great. No, for this moment, and in the past, I was not there when Citrix was chosen. We don't have other solution for replace the Citrix app on desktop. Then yes, we will stay with Citrix, I think, for a long time because it's stable, really. No, not really. Not really. Yes, about the pricing, yes, Citrix have a cost, it's evident. But if you look about the cost, we must also look the number of users that you cover. If you use Citrix for some users, yes, it's very expensive. It's don't go to this solution. But if you have a critical mass of users, yes, it's begin interesting to use Citrix, because for one server that you manage with thousands of servers that you manage, it's only one guy who manage all servers. And behind this, you have a lot of users. Then yes, the maintenance cost decrease, but you need a number of users, yes, significant number of users. Really. Today, for Luxembourg, it's okay. For Belgium, we are between the both, because yes, we don't have enough users from my point of view on Citrix. Yes, a big attention in the cost, global cost of Citrix is the other cost, and the other major cost is the Microsoft cost, Microsoft Windows cost. Then we must also have license for, yes, SQL Server, Windows Server, and Citrix use a remote desktop. And then you need also remote desktop LDS license to use Citrix. Then it's an extra cost for the solution. This is not covered by your Citrix license. About investment for this year, not really, because we are plus minus stable in our environment about number of users and application. But for the future, I think it will change, because we are changing also the way of working, and then I think we must invest a little more in the technology around the workplace, and Citrix is one. Oh, I think with Citrix we save in the past a part of money for the business continuity plan. Yes, because we manage one Citrix for, yes, the current user, and it was exactly the same Citrix for the business continuity plan, for the white room and other ways. And because we manage always the same server, the same environment for the both part, we win the management of the white office part. And today is not so much, but for the end user, about, yes, the performance that the user win to use Citrix, we win money because the performance are there with Citrix. I think we must maintain virtual apps and desktops for the future and for always, because with the stability, yes, we can left it up for a lot of time, and I already speak with the high management here, and I challenge really Citrix and ask, do we can leave Citrix or not? The answer, yeah, we need Citrix because it's stable. Then, yes, we can continue with Citrix for a long time due to the stability. Citrix globally, a rate, I think, for a level of 10, it should be 8, really, for the all cover of all product. To be clear, it's not only app and desktop, it's also other product that I see on the market. It's good. It's very good, and they look for the best way or the most performance solution for the end user.